Flex Luger for 5. Girlfriend of 2 years left me a couple days before Christmas. Need to pick me up. Happy New Year. I'm sorry, man. I lost like $2,000 this week at Christmas time playing slots. Never won anything back. And then got sick for a bunch of days. Vomited and pissed and shit and all that good stuff. I don't know what your age is, Flex Luger. I do appreciate the nod to Flex Luger. That's pretty awesome. I would tell you this. It's like there's nothing I'm going to say to cheer you up in the short term. Like there's no dopamine rush I can give you. There's no rush of serotonin I can give you. There's nothing I can tell you that you're going to go, wow, thanks, mister. The only thing I can tell you is something that won't come in handy until you realize it yourself, which you will at some point. And then you'll go, well, he made sense. The only thing I can do now is do what I told us so, which is you'll get over it. And I know that sounds harsh and short and shitty, but you will. Like I've had, people I was with that meant a lot that aren't in my life anymore, that weren't even bad people to me or didn't even leave, and it's I remember them fondly, but I don't get sad anymore. And then there's people that were really vicious and ruined my life on the way out, and I don't get mad at them anymore either. You're better off. Anybody that would do that right before Christmas sucks, and in the long run, it'll dawn on you. But I'm not going to pretend that in the moment now you're not going to, like, right now for you, what's on deck for you for a little bit is going to be some on and off suffering. Not great, but it's manageable. And as we all learn in time, it becomes nothing. Think about your fucking grandpa that died when you were 12. Does that fucking weigh on you every day? Of course not. It just sucks. And the timing of it sucks. And honestly, the fact that she would even throw that at you like at Christmas fucking sucks. She's a fucking cunt. She wasn't worth it anyway, in my opinion. I don't know. Just telling you. Maybe because I'm an Irish man, that like my mentality is always like, even if I'm done with somebody, I'm not going to do it right before Christmas. Like, she's obviously incapable of the basic human decency thing, which is, look, if your relationship's, unless somebody's putting cigarettes out on you and chaining you to a fucking radiator in the house, and not letting you fucking leave the house for work, if they're committing false imprisonment and actual assault on you, then yes, you need to leave right away, with the clothes on your back. But if it's a scenario where you're like, I'm just not happy anymore, I just don't know if he's the one for me, then it's like, all right, asshole, but just get through Christmas. Get to January 10th and then break up. I'm just saying that's what my brain would say. Even if I was like, I can't fucking stand this bitch anymore. There's a certain decency to it, right? Sounds like she didn't do it decent, which means she's not decent, which should, hopefully help you at least start to realize that maybe fuck her. You know what I mean? Thank you. King of all Yetis. No breakups around the holidays or birthdays. You don't ruin that shit for people. I've stuck it through some real bullshit relationships sometimes because it was either her birthday coming up or whatever the fuck. And, to me, there's a certain great thing about the Julian calendar is that we can separate things mentally, right? Like units of measure, like even numbers and days. There's certain things that help us. So like, yeah, again, like I said earlier, don't die on Christmas. Don't fucking, if you can help it, obviously. But like, don't break up with people around Christmas. Like you do certain things where you're like, fuck, dude, I've suffered through so many scenarios where I was like, oh my God, just fucking like 5 more weeks of shit. Like, I'm the kind of guy that, like, I've gone 5-6 weeks in a bad relationship because it was, and then I've had people go, well, who cares? Right now, it's the month before her birthday. So, like, Why not break up with her now? It's not her birthday. And you go, yeah, but you don't want to be the reason why the month before sucked, and then they overdo it on their birthday and they end up overdosing on Fent or, dying in some sex trafficking ring. So you're just like, you know what? Like, let me just wait. I can suffer through this. She kind of sucks. This is what I did with my ex, Austin, bro. Like, we were so done. We were done, like, way earlier. And we hung on for way longer. And we both hung on for different reasons. But it was like, let's just get through certain things. Let's not make certain times of the year unpleasant for one another. Which is why I get so mad at, like, people that have kids and still can't manage to, like, do right by their kids. And I'm like, I've had like casual girlfriends where we agreed, let's not fuck up. I know your mom's in the hospital and this is going on and your birthday's coming up. Let's just mutually be cool right now. I'm like, I've been adults in situations where like the relationship wasn't even that adult. So it blows my mind sometimes when I see people that I'm like, you can't not be gay for the kids for at least until they finish college. Come out as gay after they come out of college. Who cares? You got these people that are like, yeah, we have I have 2 daughters and a husband. And, my daughters are in middle school, but I've decided to leave them and announce I'm a lesbian. And you're like, that's just wild to me. I'm so Irish in my blood. I could never do that. You know what I mean? If I married a woman now and I had 2 kids with her, and then by the time I hit 50, all of a sudden I was like, you know what? I'm a woman or I'm gay. I'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to shut the fuck up. Let me just shut the fuck up. I'll go do the Vito thing from The Sopranos. I'll go to some gay club and hide out. I'll go a couple counties over and chase bugs. But like, overall be a good boy. Oh, what up, Marge? Marge came in here and she's not even whining. She's going to start whining. She hasn't whined yet. Hey, what up, Margie? Psst, psst, psst. She doesn't like it. It's too intense. Oh, don't go in there and start whining. She's going to go in there and start whining. Oh. She loves to do that. Shut up. Clarence, go beat her up.